artists have to call me and I find out how we can go about doing all these things. Let me tell you something. The first thing, brother, underneath to stop look girl was so good. Look at woman who can pray. And look at woman which part check for you, my lad.
I was wondering where you was going to go with that because I say you need to look a woman like Francie, but you end up to the same conclusion that
I artists want, yo, me girl can suck good, me girl can go up on head top. Me uncle need a woman who can pray. The first thing if a girl can pray, send her go back to her
That's
mama.
not to say that Francie is well adept at those things.
I'm saying, listen what I say. I'll leave my wife alone.
This podcast video is brought to you by Itopia Life Herb House, where cannabis and culture combine for a one-of-a-kind experience. Visit them at 10A West Kings House Road, just across from the Canadian Embassy. Also, follow them on IG at Itopia Life or visit their webpage at itopialife.com for the latest info on strains and merch. This pod is also brought to you by
Lulu's Holistics. Follow them on Instagram at Lulu's Holistic. You can check them out at www.lulusholistics.com. And guys, you can use our code TheFix to get 10% off your next purchase.
You can also use our code TheFixJA to get a discount off your next purchase of Curly Lux's new book, Planet Earth, the greatest book ever written. Just use the link in the description of every video that we post on YouTube and use that promo code and get yourself that fine piece of literature.
Of course, big up Lothian's Boutique. Follow them on Instagram at Lothian's Boutique, and you can check them out at 23 West Tradeway in Portmore. And you can use my code Ariane10 to get 10% off your next bundle purchase.
I say big up Shark Up Barbers and located at 9 Bronstroff Square for the sharpest of cuts. Shing! Go hit up Shark Up Barbers. Go follow the boy Steve right there on Instagram. And also, how could we forget our Patreons? Big up all our Patreons, but especially DB and Tamo Good. And also have to plug the merch page, people. Get the black tee with the white logo, the blue tee with the faded logo, the Fix mask and the Fix mug, and the Fix Things merch all up on the site at teespring.com/stores/ the Fix JA.
You've been in the news for this week. You know, we say that you've won your countersuit against the producer Kemar Flava McGregor, which is a big thing. And from all accounts, it looked like Miss Gail, Francine, are the one that really was the one that made sure this happened. Like he won. Is it fair that we can say that you were the one that?
Well, of course, I should say that it came at a point where I wasn't prepared. He wasn't prepared. This thing came like a blind side. We entered into an agreement to recoup his royalties, and albums were published, and all of a sudden, well, it's mine. Can't be fair.
Yeah.
You're not writing a song, singing a song. He's the artist, you're the songwriter, and you claim all of a sudden, no, you're the producer. I was like, this doesn't make sense. And we're hoping that he would have just, turned over the funds that the album already made and just walked away. All of a sudden, we got this, someone's pam 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 at the door. I said, what that?
Wow.
Someone's come, they must say, lawsuit, the man filed against not only Khago, but our newly formed company, launching global music, and the Francine Gail. We seem to take it personal.
From your name, the person.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Just take it so.
Him take it personal because like him coming after everything, right? And I was like, no. All right, then fair is fair. You want to file a lawsuit, then go ahead because we're going to, of course, defend it.
Yeah.
But then he went on to a smear campaign, get all of them like a blogger friend them and everybody to say, oh, Khago is this and Khago is that and and I don't want him to be a part of our company. And like the company, Sherman Hub was this mega company. And I want to mind you to say, well, he's also FM Records Music and FM Records Inc. So he's suing with his companies listed.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. We're little peons because we have heard it before that he, a lot of other artists, them get name call up, and the biggest thing that they do is create this smear campaign, who are rapists and who is a this and who is a molester. And the biggest thing for just bring down the artists, right? Send them go to jail, do all them different things. So, your time, right? I was like, okay, of course, Khago being Khago, I'm having defense mechanism. Everybody grew up with a defense mechanism. I just tell him about the people them, right? That's why I'm still. And everybody know that. That's just him. All right, then, well, guess what happened? After all that's done and said and done, let's get to the business at hand. Because all this talking is still not going to make any difference.
True.
Him posting span IG, you posted something back.
So that's where the defamation came in.
Yes.
Okay.
So, all these things that, breach a contract and all them different things. And it was like, okay, so you really go deep in this thing. And it's more than just the music.
Before you go any further,
Yes.
Khago, was there any bad blood between you and Flavor before any of this lawsuit thing happened?
Brother, so me not know this guy, brother. Like, remember, a Banky was my manager,
Yeah.
and I can remember Banky bring me go on studio go voice for somebody, and ears turning out, it become one of my biggest song, and just getting to meet him the other day, me find out say, but other boy had the chief me big song from 11 years ago, same way, man. So him know how valuable my vocal is. You understand? So I saw me get for knowing.
That was Love Stomach.
Love Stomach. It's
Yes.
song. You make me see star, make me see moon, girl, you make me see Zion. You take a big piece of mine, a tower of strength and a shoulder to cry on.
So when you went to record, like you really didn't know, like you just
I just like, as I say, like, remember, all those time, my people floor me asleep and people couch. Every week, me have to go stay with somebody, and when my boss people don't say me never live nowhere. Because like, just like pastor that say, stop wear your stress by your face. So me have that thing the long time, like when me go monks, like me that go link flex then. And me spend 1 week and yard. Nah, make him get tired of me, but me nah tell him say me no live nowhere. We can check Naro next week, a month go be here. Me nah tell him say me no live nowhere. So all of my life, from me at 12, me there in a people couch asleep till when you sit down in night, you drop through the bottom of it. So like, when me get the opportunity to figure voice, because we not gonna tell no lie, like me no hear about Flava McGregor, because he was the biggest producer in a Jamaica reggae music wise. So when me run up and down with Ayactian, I talk about him, and me that like figure voice for him. Sing, because me also sing background vocals with Actian, and help boss him and then thing there. So like, I say, yo, make me know Flava, make me know him, a long time thing, And the dog I say, yeah, man. And the man drive past the man place with me every day. And I say, singer, I just say, man, because he must say, yo, the producer named Flava want an artist, So at them time, I find Nesbeth. And Nesbeth, the board house burned down in a gang. And them time, you understand? And I say, yo, I when me meet Banky years after acting and dash we a roadside after in Boston, so Banky bring me go to a studio. And after me finish voice and get, I say, a Flava, I said, Jesus Christ, acting wicked do dog. You drive past it be every day at the man place and say, yo, at the man place, But it never feel happen that way because if you need meet him then time, wouldn't get no answer out my friend them. Because it been mash up my life and then time because you notice after Nesbeth get them song that you don't hear nothing more about him. Same thing when do to me the other day, it ain't do to those youth.
What you're saying, Kemar, that's Kemar modus operandi according to you, like him give you one song and then just try and stifle you thereafter?
Yeah, it is the
Probably.
whole industry.
Yes.
The whole dancehall industry stay that type of way there. So we're not gonna really say him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
Fair.
But him are the biggest cat out of all of them because him used to work for VP. So him know what he do.
So
You understand?
your background is in nursing. I mean, did you have any experience with
Music,
contract
no.
music?
Music, no.
So how were you
music,
able-
no. So, I said I'm a nurse by profession.
Yeah.
I'm master's prepared. My thesis was in leadership and management. And I did my post certificate, certificate in leadership too. So, but of course, leadership on a whole, not leadership and management for an artist.
It's
Because when you
different.
read, artist management is totally
Totally
different.
different.
Different thing, right? So that was crazy. But when I thought about it, I said to myself, listen, this boy, I never knew him from nowhere. Like 3 months ago, he wasn't even existing. So him cannot come to consume me and consume my family, consume my life, and of course, and take his work. So at that time, it put me into overdrive. Like, I read law cases.
Wow.
I read a lot of cases, like
Wow.
too much case, because I wanted to have the intelligent decision when I'm talking to a lawyer. Because we all know about lawyer, and when they want to get a case, they're not going to tell you anything we want to hear, right? So I started, yes, so I started reading and reading and reading, and I was like, I remember one day when I came from work, I could tell it was like so broken. But you know how men is, it's hard to
show vulnerability like that, yeah.
but at the same time, it is even harder to show that to your wife and your children.
Wow.
And I felt that it was my time more than ever.
Because as a man, he must try to stay strong.
Yes.
Yeah.
And at the worst time, I remember this man had called. We don't know him from anywhere, and him say, "Don't let Khago see you cry. If Khago see you cry, you're going to break him even more.
Oh.
Don't let him see you cry." And I was like, I'm the female, right? I'm supposed to just shed tears like anytime I want to shed tears, right?
Yeah.
Because as the man, you're supposed to build me up. And him was like, when I sat, I don't know you guys, I just saw the story on YouTube, and I kind of looked into all the players, what everybody was saying. And I said, the more that Khago talk about Francine, everybody know about Francine so much that if you break, you're going to kill him. And that will, sometimes men think about other things further along the line. So apart from that though, I started reading, as I said, and cases upon cases, what was the story, or was it a law for this or a law for that? And we went 2 years, basically almost a year and a half.
Yeah, because 2018, right?
Yeah, 2018. And the worst about it, he filed a first claim. He did it first, and then he dropped his case himself.
Okay.
So he started off in August or July, thereabout, and involuntarily dropped the case.
So Kemar filed,
yes,
and then he dropped the
him
case.
one case
Yeah.
and refiled the case in a different court, because at the time, he feel like he wasn't at that point, he was back against the wall. So, okay, I'm going to lose this case now, so let me go and drop the case.
So it was still in America still?
Yes, it's a different district.
Okay.
So, he dropped the case at that one, got a new judge aside and went into a different.
So these are ploys that he was using to try and see how he can
Yes.
exploit.
In my teeth, you know. Enough artists him have that way. Me not in my teeth.
And everybody know now, right?
In my criminal, in the Egyptian, Lucian and them, Jackie them, from cartel them go straight down.
Dwayne Stevenson, I met that guy linked me the other day.
See, the boy a thief, him and a criminal youth. So you see, it was a scare tactics.
Yeah.
To take away my publishing, for now, sell out my friend and everything.
And think about and that too. Like,
Everything, you know.
Okay.
Me no mean say,
Just the 3 albums, you know. He created a catalog.
Who, Kemar did?
Yes.
Okay.
He created a catalog of,
Yeah, that was the thing I was going to ask. What
Yes.
the details of his case or of
Yes.
his suit?
Yeah.
he created a catalog
With every
of
song what me have.
all the music like Khago
So even
ever.
because Sean Nizzle,
Every song.
yeah, because Sean Nizzle did not sell out my friend, I'm not redeemed. So
He said
how
the man-
Every
the
song.
whole
The
catalog.
400 and had much in song.
Yeah.
He put it there for you.
He decided at the time when he was filing that case that a Schedule A was created at some point, and that all those songs were a part of the catalog.
So then the other producer then for fight him then. 'Cause
Okay.
If that's
So I'm just saying this is the way I'm just think, right?
Okay.
So when we fought, well, of course, when we got that from the court, because of course you had to submit these documents to support this case, right?
Yeah.
I was like, where did this come from, right? So I was like, this is ridiculous. So of course, first thing, fraud on the court, you submitting fraudulent documents.
Wow.
That's number one. Secondly,
And you guys could prove that.
we could prove it. Secondly, he went ahead and copyrighted the songs, Walk a Mile album, Dance and Soca album, and the Spirit album.
Yeah.
And he wrote, it was a transfer by an agreement.
So that's so you're saying he created a false document which you guys
Saying that
claim that you
Khago
guys
Yes.
entered in.
Yes.
Like we saw, like the,
So that's where the breach of contract
That's
comes.
where the breach of contract
Okay.
come, because what we actually engaged him in, as a matter of fact, he called to engage Khago, because he was the one who reached out. Khago didn't reach out to him. I want everybody to know that.
Okay.
Khago didn't reach out to him. He was the one who contacted him
Okay.
to say, you know what, me see you talk about the music, them, you know, people exploit the music over the years. Me know some one of the producers who had done it wrong, but me the American know, me know the thing go up here, and I'm going to help you to get
Wow.
your
The
royalties.
man say him study him a lawyer.
Yes, he
America.
knows because of
Music
course you know
lawyer.
him have this VP and everybody who did sue and all them different things
Well,
and tags and
based on how things play out, he's a terrible lawyer.
yes.
If that is the case.
So he created this persona that he knows how to get these things done.
Yeah.
So
So
of
he was
course-
coming as a friend to you, Khago,
Yeah.
like saying he was trying to help you.
No, remember say him link me say him see them see me a blaze up on Facebook. I say look how big now sell out my friend them is and me never get a penny off of sales. I mean know now sell out my friend them make millions in the US. Me not ask. I me never get dollar fight. You understand? And
I'm sure you made money off of shows.
Shows and things.
no,
but
that,
actual
that is my job.
Yeah.
Because
You
he
understand?
can still sing, he
Yeah.
can still use his voice.
Look here now, because me see, it's the thing where Jamaican producer have, you know. Me not sell crutches, brother. Me sing music.
What?
And when me sing music, brother, me supposed to get peer fight.
Yeah.
And you can't take my works and go license it with VP and Zojak, them and all different type of people, brother.
Especially in the era of streaming.
Yeah.
See?
And
Mm.
third
And-
parties. I'm
see?
going to say
And
and,
third- and
third
third
parties.
parties.
Too many third parties that
See?
tell you now say, oh, that is mine. Right now, if I could log into Fun Exchange and look for even a ton of the thing, it is owned by Justice, it is owned by VP, and also owned by somebody named In Grooves
And not you.
and not
me.
Khago.
And even because I'm watching the stuff, you know. Even though I want to fight you sometime, you know, brother. But I know say some part of you remind me of myself. So it make the other day when I come and come and interview, me never stable enough to come and do it, brother. You understand?
could tell.
Me not stable enough to come and do it. And thing, I just one thing me not like about you. Me not mad, brother. You understand? A dirty face acting walk and tell them people they say Khago mad.
No,
Because
I've
look,
never,
one
at
second,
least separate and
No.
apart from our experience,
See.
we never really have it as much, but just have it as weird. But as
No,
we
when-
know,
I
I
saw
would say everybody in our
angry.
music.
And-
Great
and you know,
talented
the
people
point of
weird,
the-
brother.
Yes.
Look at Michael
and
Jackson.
I saw anger coming
Yeah.
from it.
Yes.
So
You hear me
because
tell
it's
her,
just angry.
our people floor me used to sleep on. What is the biggest rhythm produced in Jamaica for the past 10 years?
No, that rhythm, the
No.
the Justice rhythm
No,
and
no,
the,
wait, no,
and
wait,
the
no.
Nasa Love.
No, me I go ask you because you know music, you know. And this is my job.
The over
And
and
music
over,
is a part of your job too. What is the biggest rhythm produced in Jamaica for the past 10 years, brother?
The Justice rhythm. I think that rhythm undeniably took over.
Nah, sell out my friend.
Yeah,
Wait,
and
no,
that
me I go show you something for show the world where my fighter come from, brother. How deep, different from Banky them where them power with Big A, cause two people who used to manage me in Banky and Big A. So you know, say from me and them fall out over money, them I go plug me out and Big A I go just make one call a Zip FM, one call a Fame FM. That is part of my downfall in a music. See, but what is the biggest beat produced in a Jamaica for the past 10 years? It is One Day. They now sell up a friend and rhythm. The second biggest one, it is Overproof.
Yes.
Just Us. The
Yes.
third biggest one, it is Island Vibes, brother. We still play. No dance can keep on you. In how we going out and how we coming in. Are the three biggest rhythm. And Khago get the three biggest song for the three of them, brother. No, I make them drain my energy. Me can't go nowhere in the world. I don't have to sing those songs, brother. See, so if me can suffer enough to stay from Mandeville and say, nah, sell I'm on the biggest rhythm and get the biggest song off of it. So also, how me not fi stress, brother? Me can sit down and I depend on sound man to take care of my pit them.
Or even shows.
And shows,
Yes,
shows
of
the
course.
Because
band.
sit down
They're
pan a man,
unpredictable. Yes.
And brother, me have to stress. I lucky a man lucky sometime, brother. Me not take up gun and just start walk and slap shotting on some of them producer boy. 'Cause, brother, how stress me go in a music, brother. Me not love music until since me come back to Jamaica last week. You think it easy if you know say yo, you sing the biggest song them, brother, and 8 years no producer no look for you. Frost them, the whole of them boy, the shinies of them and the whole of them. The man them are wicked my youth. But any quote unquote, any time, them know say they make millions off for you. I no give you none, them have to shelf you. We figure out our industry steer, them have to
Silence you.
we have to, them have to silence
Yeah.
him.
And
For
then-
people say him mad. For people say him crazy. Then me never crazy youth. When me come and see you in one pair of shoes and sing a big song around your yard, even though me didn't naked to, I me never know you.
As your wife, you said the smear
See?
campaign.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
yeah,
a
I'm gonna say,
smear
you know,
thing.
and at the same
See,
time,
even-
when you go against the grid,
Yeah.
when I go against the grid, you're always the crazy one. Because trust me, and trust and believe, that wherever them get my number from, a lot of people in the same industry tell me, Francine, you better leave this. Leave it alone because it's a dirty business and you too calm and you too sweet for Uncle the Lions them into this business.
Yeah.
Dirty.
And at the same time, Khago has a gift. His talent is undeniable.
True.
And when they are trying to silence you, you're all going to be the one who's crazy.
Yeah.
Walking in clean clothes,
Yeah.
but you're crazy.
Khago, let me ask you one question. Do you think that you play into, like, in any way? Because even with the, like, you know, you went on a rebranding of sorts, you know, the bleach skin and whatever, and, you know, you're doing this outlandish thing.
Hold on,
When I see you saying the bleach
thing. I don't take close bleach. I prep.
Okay, prep.
I prep up, man.
All right. But you feel like you were playing into it in any way?
No, me just I be myself.
Okay.
When since me can't put on braces, when since me can't cut me hair, me see all Freddie McGregor them locks drop off of the head, that 2 strand all up around my background. So they don't say anything about it. You understand? If God can't shame you himself and I show you, so you deserve to get
What I'm going to say though, the hypocrisy,
Well, we can't
because
shame.
as an outsider,
No, it's not even that.
as
I'm
an
just saying.
outsider looking in,
Yeah.
there's so much hypocrisy in
Yeah.
dancehall and working music as a whole.
You're right.
Because
There
I
is.
can say,
We know.
okay, if certain other people say certain things, okay, but me hear that, okay, me not like him again because him cut him ear. Obviously, another ear that was bringing the vocals, right? But
Yeah.
at the persona and the box that they placed it in, that you're supposed to be this person because it's the person, that the image that I have you as,
Yeah.
right?
Rasta
So
conscious.
Cartel come
Yeah.
out, okay then, for example, bleach him skin, and everybody have tattoo and prep or bleach everything, and everybody was like, yeah, because him still a man, right? And nothing wrong with if him do it. Okay. Point and case, the next thing. I remember when Wayne Marshall cut him here. Marshall cut him here, and we hear, well, his father died, and he was going through a mourning, and da. And Mr. Babe, your father from your was 7.
Me not even do my daddy. Some of it chop off me head and I walk with it and I say
You're supposed to
Jamaica.
not have no ear left because you're supposed to be mourning all this time. But case and point is, sometimes is who?
Yeah.
It
So
is-
if
it is-
you're seeing that we never give Khago a chance to even share his story.
No. Khago, okay, well, again, when I grow up in a certain environment,
Yeah.
you already have your own sort of defense mechanism
Yeah.
to use
You're
when
right.
when you feel like your back is against the wall. Because I don't know nowhere else and nowhere out more than just
Defend myself.
to defend myself. And this is the way I best know how. So when it might act against the grid in other people's opinion, that's when him becomes a problem. Because again, trust and believe. Since last week, a matter of fact, since last year, because Kemar's case was dismissed last year, because for one, he wasn't even cooperating with the deposition, seemed to come to do anything was supposed to occur. Him have two lawyers withdraw from him case before it even get to halfway.
Wow.
Then when the final lawyer basically got suspended and they couldn't get another lawyer to come, just give them ample opportunities. Trust me, we men that lawyer like we sharing notes, and I was saying, "But listen, I already this case." And he was like, "Francine, you're way ahead of me. Let's get it. Let's wait first second." Because of course I am trying to get this thing done because the quicker I get done, quicker I'm going to go back to the road, right? Because at a particular point, no, we're not trying to release any more music because as far as we are concerned, this crook all of a sudden, no, I'm supposed to have this contract that says everything that Khago put out in the next 2 years will not belong to him, right? Yes, that's where he was taking that. Yes,
That's why everything me
yes.
put up, the boy strike it.
He went on this campaign of
On YouTube?
Everything when me put up.
That's
That's
how
how we
couldn't
can
find
find it.
nothing.
Yes, sir.
yes.
Yeah.
So so guess what? So he tried to do all of the, and of course after the fact, he started to publish all different things. And I'm going to say this to the people. Now he has a company called Know the Prod. So all of the artists then where I look for them thing. And because trust me, I release all different Wayne Marshall, all different Wayne Wanda, and all different people albums are being released under this Know the Prod. So then can look for their music are being released from Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, and
That's how they're gonna pay you, Khago.
So them trying to go to the grade. And trust me, Francine must leave and come on to that and come as an investigator. Me
Yeah.
find it. Yes. So apart from that though, so I'm just saying, when that occurred when him tried to say, okay, well, you cannot put out any music. Him develop our own website.
I'm shocked.
Him strike the website. Everything that we did
To earn in the
period
period.
of time, him send all different.
So even with the whole name change as well, like that was the thing.
No,
like,
so
I have to change
change
the
the
name.
name.
Guy got it,
Yes.
yeah.
So he sent to iTunes, Amazon, YouTube, the website. Him trying to do all different things. And guess what happened? If you look at, well, maybe you guys don't have the record of the case. So we had him also being fined for damages for tortious interference in business relationships because he knew that Khago was still working, right? And him went just in order to be so spiteful
wow.
to meddle.
Wow.
And so guess what? Judge was like, you did too much. You was rarely overboard.
Yeah.
And the fact that you know that you were lying
Wow.
from the get-go. And that just shows, like, people could say, well, how come? It's a countersuit. And we're like, what we are happy for? Not, they were already Khago's music.
That's what I said.
It's not like a win per se, because it was his from the get-go. You were trying to take it, even by filing copyrights at the U.S. Copyright Office. You went and put pen to paper and said transfer by agreement. You know how much people have to pay someone to transfer their music? How much, like, this is a lifetime. A copyright is a lifetime worth of work.
Yeah.
Right? And me gonna say, okay, just take it, man. Me just like give you because me just meet you and me like you. That's not good. That's not good like that.
So fix.
People pass down their copyrights to their children. You know, the matter of
Estate. Like,
Yeah.
Prince people, them
So,
apply.
Yes.
so look, if me now meet you and so like lovely to you and say 30 song, walk a mile hit billboard,
Dancehall
soca hit billboard,
Spirit.
hit billboard, and me just give you all of these goodies, and all me want back is 20% out of it, and you are gonna sue me say you can't even get it then. I'm just saying how wicked these guys is when never grow on a microphone yet to artists, brother. See, and artists is to be blamed too. We love girl too much, and we love drink too much, and we love buy gun
Thank
too
you,
much.
because I was just about
See,
to ask, like,
we love these things
you
too
see
much.
where you aired and like you
You
just
understand
never
what
do
I'm saying?
proper business, right?
No, artists have to call me and I find out how we can go about doing all these things.
They're asking
Thing
you.
you-
And me I say, let me tell you something. The first thing, brother, underneath to stop look girl was so good. Look a woman who can pray. And look a woman which part check for you, my lad.
I was wondering where you was going to go with that because I said,
See?
you need to look a woman like Francie, but you end
No,
up to the
brother,
same
the
conclusion
main
that
thing
I
was spot
came
artists
to
why, yo,
somehow.
me girl can so good, me girl can go up on head
Wow.
top. Me uncle need a woman who can pray. The first thing if a girl can pray, send her go back
That's
to her
not
mama.
to say that Francine
See.
is well adept at those things.
I'm saying, listen what me I say. I'll leave my wife alone. Listen what me I say.
Listen.
Artists.
I was saying get you a girl that can do both, but
Yes.
But a woman that can do both.
Yes.
And she
no,
have
but
to
you're
can do
right.
both, brother.
Khago.
You're right.
Because throughout
Pray.
all of this, I said like from
mad, man.
all the readings, it seemed as if you were the superhero in this story. Like you were the one that come on and put on the cape and came to the rescue because you were very much diligent. From all the readings that I saw, that you, Francine, were very diligent and like be a super support to Khago because it seemed as if it was a stressful time.
It was stressful
Yeah.
time. And I'm saying, I'm
And
reiterating.
you're not a lawyer because that's what even Nara
No,
was
but
asking.
a Francine literally do the case still, you know.
I-
Because
She filed it for you. She filed the
No, I'm
counter.
sorry.
No.
Oh.
We
the
have a
only
lawyer to
thing, one second,
file.
the only thing what the lawyer do is bear the name mostly. Because a Francine, I look upon every case we have
She
in
said
the
like
world.
she'd pass on things and then say,
And
wait,
if
you
you
there
pass
either
it
way.
and give them the lawyer, because as me say, maybe them not take your business as serious as how you take
And
it.
we
You
have to
understand?
do that because, of course, we talk about lawyers, doctors, everything else, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I felt, and just for me, the fact that it came so personal, it make it even worse. And let me tell you something. When we say personal, I'm going to talk about look at personal in terms of even is when we're going to Canada. I went to Canada like the month before. And when we were going back the second time to do another show, them said, "Oh, you don't have a visa." I was like, "A visa? We were just there." And they were like, we don't see anything in the system for you that you are even in Canada. I was like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
We actually have pictures, everything show that we were there. How else would have been there to come to perform, right? And that was a whole time with shows, and we had a whole weekend with shows. Like, what is going on? And they were like, oh, somehow the people got cancelled.
The boy met them cancel.
That's a one.
Visa too.
Two, we're supposed to get citizenship. We were waiting for this thing to come through. We can't hear anything. So we keep on, going, calling. I'm calling like, hey, it's a long time. I'm supposed to come for an interview, and they were like, investigate, put it up. And eventually, oh, well, someone same time, April of 2018, reported so we have to do further investigations.
The boy call US embassy say me a rape and
all different things.
I met them nearly give me my citizenship.
So all these things occurred.
Yeah, man,
and I'm telling you, and them cannot deny
Are you
it.
sure it's him?
Another reason why, because I have an email. I have an email with it.
Oh,
Yeah, man,
The email that tell us I'm gonna make them deport you.
oh my God.
Make them send you go
So
to
basically
prison.
threats.
And all the different things. I have everything documented.
Yeah.
This is why when you say smear campaign, you
Yes.
know what you're talking about.
You know what you're talking about. And at the same time, I have an email from him. So I felt I wasn't supposed to get that email. It was sent to a barrage of people.
Like a blast.
But somehow, maybe some blind copier, I don't know what happened. And divine intervention, I was like, what?
Are you scared
Of what?
of any repercussions, anything happening after this whole case? Are you worried?
No.
Only thing people can do is kill your brother. And any day you're dead, God, Jesus gone 2,000 years now. So I'm going to prepare my mansion up in the Mount Zion. If Jesus finish my mansion,
Well, I mean,
So
not
should I
only for you,
ask
but
you,
your family
why
and-
would you feel like we should be scared?
Based on everything that you're saying, I mean, it don't seem like he takes losing well.
Well, there's
and
more
you
to
don't
come.
and fighting and like standing up for yourself based off what you're saying.
Even Jesus Christ tell you, once you stand up for the right, them are going to butcher you, them are going to crucify you, them are going to do all different type of things to you. You understand? And that is the reason why
And the
we
reason I'm
start draw
asking you
closer.
is because I've heard it like even recently. While when I battle Jamaican because I'm killing out all and different things, and I was like, and why is that? For the truth?
Y'all wine and back it up, me and your new man. Me jump fit the long fry yourself it Trojan. Bust inna your belly like a pack of fire rocket. You say me I take too long, but hey, y'all them turn up my turn.
Baby girl, you give me some crazy love. Yeah. She give me some crazy love.